I've been meaning to do this story. I apologize I did not get to it sooner. But here I am. Okay. Here I am. What time is it? 2:08. All right. All right, welcome guys. I hope all of you guys are having a wonderful Friday. I know a lot of people are probably escaping from work right now. Like it's almost time. Thank God it's Friday. So guys, let's get into it. I'm sure that many of you saw this whole story. A lot of people have been talking about it. Paris Milan, I've been watching her stories about it. I'm most impressed with her coverage about it. Now, there is a woman named B. Smith. You may or may not know her. She's a restaurateur and, she's a very successful businesswoman. Sadly, was diagnosed with Alzheimer's about 6 years ago. I think it was 2010 when she came out and she made the announcement that she had Alzheimer's. And then her husband, Dusty Busty Dan Gasby, as I call him, decides that guys, just go look up some of the interviews that this man is doing. He says that he should be allowed to be happy, and what about him? And he should be, B. Smith would want him to move on. Now, let's get this clear. I do think that B. Smith would want him to move on if she were dead. But seeing as how this woman is not dead, she's very much alive. They're still very much married. Didn't file papers for separation, didn't file papers for divorce. I don't understand how he can think this is okay. And many of you buttermilk biscuit Negroes seem to think that when you get a Becky on your hands, that you have made it in life. Miss Mahogany, good afternoon, Queen Bianca. Good afternoon, Miss Mahogany. Excuse my, excuse me for being upset today, my anger, but hey y'all, Solid Talks, welcome, welcome. I have to talk about this. And I always say this whenever you see these black men get with a Becky, it's never a Scarlett Johansson, it's never a Blake Lively, it's never a Rachel McAdams. Kate Beckinsale is really, really good looking too. It's always a mediocre bottom shelf Becky. And it's so hard because no one is telling this man he's wrong. His own daughter is making excuses for her father. And let's be honest here. They're making excuses for this man because they know that B. Smith doesn't have much longer to go and that when she dies, all that money goes to Dan. But you know what? I'm holding out. I know this is an evil thought, but I'm holding out. I want her to outlive the both of them. And you know what, Dan? Alex, right now, that white woman that you canoodling around town with, she is showing you her true colors. One boardwalk angel forever welcome. She's showing you her true colors because the minute that you get sick, oh, you better believe she's going to get a much younger man and she's going to worry about herself. And you're going to be doodling in a corner in diapers, rotting away, and you're not going to like it. I don't understand how people I'm so sorry guys, I'm screaming. Like I'm just so upset about this. I don't understand how people don't take their marriage vows seriously. Like if it were the other way around, B. Smith would never do something like this. I don't understand it either. And it has his daughter agreeing with him after B took care of her ungrateful self. I'm telling you, if there's one thing that is faster than karma, it is the human will, okay? So I believe that karma will get him. And I believe that the way that he treats people will reflect in what will happen to him. Because if for whatever reason he becomes penniless, no one's going to want to be bothered with him. Alex isn't going to want to stand by him. Guys, the life expectancy for somebody with Alzheimer's is typically like 10 years. B. Smith was diagnosed 6 years ago. You trying to tell me this nasty mofo couldn't wait 4 more years for this woman to go on to glory? I mean, we would all want her to live until the ripe age of 100. But the reality is that she's already 70. So she's already up there in age and she has Alzheimer's on top of that. And, reading some of the comments and just looking up, do not tend to live past 5 to 10 years with Alzheimer's. And just seeing this man, 10 years is the average. Just seeing this man, you can't wait 4 years. You can't wait 4 years for your wife to die to go and do something like this. And let's be honest here. I don't think this is the first time that he's cheated on B. Smith. I think when this woman was well, that he was cheating on her too. I believe it. I really do. For him to go out and do something like this and to be so brazen and to want people to be okay with what he's doing and making excuses about it, that's disgusting. There is no self-respecting woman out there that should be comfortable with sleeping with another woman's husband. Alex is going to get her karma too. That woman has nothing good coming her way at all. At all. Hold on, let me look at the top chat. If a woman was doing this to her black husband, people would be going off. Exactly. And there are actually men out here making excuses for him, saying that, oh, he's done all he can and he deserves to be happy. Like, some of you guys are just using these excuses to try to get to white women. If he wanted to be with Alex so badly, do it the right way. Divorce B. Make sure that she gets the proper care divorce B. Smith. Make sure she gets the proper care that she needs in a nursing home. And then go be with Alex. But he's not going to do that because he's looking for a come up. Because the minute I heard the story, I said to myself, what in the Kendu Isaacs is going on here? This is Kendu Isaacs' long lost father. I'm telling you this right now, okay? When I tell you women this is not all American men. There are good American men that will love you, that will stand by you through better or worse, sickness and in health, rich or poor, no matter what. Because when I say don't date American men, I get a lot of men coming, disliking my videos. And it's like, listen, I know that there are good American men out there. But when you have these people as the face of American men, okay? These people who make you look bad, you should be upset, because whenever I see a black woman out there conducting herself in a manner that would be considered ratchet or ghetto, I'm embarrassed. So I don't understand how you aren't embarrassed with Dan Gasby conducting himself like this. It's disgusting. Like, he couldn't wait 4 years. Guys, let's be honest here. In 10 more years, B. Smith will be 80. And although I would want her to be here, reading about Alzheimer's, especially she's already up there in age, the life expectancy for someone with Alzheimer's is typically 10 years. And since she was diagnosed 6 years ago, 4 more years, from what I'm reading in the articles, would be what she has to go. And this man couldn't wait 4 years. As a matter of fact, B. Smith was lost for like 18 hours. And this man I didn't even believe his faking the funk. I didn't believe it at all. He wanted something to happen to that woman because he feels like B. Smith is in the way of him and Alex's happiness. But you know what? You're going to get what's coming to you, Dan. You are going to get exactly what is coming to you. He's doing a promotional tour to convince people this is okay. He said B has 3 brothers. Why aren't they speaking for their sister? Somebody please send me the link to the names of B. Smith's brothers, because I can find a picture of her with her brothers anywhere. And she didn't have any children. Now, I have 1 or 2 theories as to why she didn't have children. Now, I always say this: if a man is willing to marry you, but he doesn't want to have children with you, that man is up to no good. He's up to no good. Now, let's see. B. Smith was 43 years old when she married Dan Gasby. It could have been that she was too old to have children. This wasn't her first time being married. She didn't have children with her first husband. It could have been she didn't want children. A lot of women get caught up with their careers when they get that successful, so they simply don't have children. But I always looked at it kind of funny, like, isn't this weird that women who are extremely successful like that They never have children with their husbands. Again, it's possible she could not have wanted children, but your children are who you look to take care of you when you become old and sick. We have seen these men come out and show their true colors and who they really are when these women get sick, when these women get old, when they lose their looks, when they lose their money. You think if Mary J. Blige and Kendall Isaacs were still married and she went broke tomorrow that he would have stood by her? We have the Dan Gasbys of the world, the Kendall Isaacs. What's that other one's name? Kevin Federline. These kinds of men you have to be careful for. You have to be very, very careful for. As a matter of fact, there's a story, Paris Milan covered it, about what is that woman's name? TT Branch, I think is her name, and her husband, and not her husband, her boyfriend, and the suspicious circumstances surrounding her death. Ladies, I feel like a lot of times we are pressured into, and I've seen men say it, oh, if you're not married and if you don't have kids, there must be something wrong with you. Please understand that you do not need a man or a ring on your finger to validate yourself. I actually did an interview with a gentleman. His name is Solo TV. Shout out to him. Subscribe to him. And I said that when I get married, whomever I'm with, I want us to have a traditional relationship, meaning that he pays all the bills and I'll do the cooking and the cleaning. And then this guy said, oh, that's probably why she's not married right now. And they try to make it seem like there's something wrong with you if you're not married. Mind you, I'm young and I'm in my early 20s. So it's like, were you married in your early 20s? Most of these men will leave comments I've seen to other female YouTubers telling them that's why you're not married, and they aren't married themselves. So you're allowed to work on your career and be happy and not be married, but we're not allowed to do the same. I mean, I would think one would be happy that, hey, listen, I'm trying to make careful choices in life. Oh, welcome, Farah. Welcome, welcome. Oh, thank you so much for sharing the link. I appreciate it. Dan was interviewed and said that he would die for B, but he is not going to let her kill him as if she asked for this disease. I think that it's disgusting what he's doing. What self-respecting woman goes all Harriet the homewrecker on a married woman who has Alzheimer's? It's really sad and disgusting. He's probably done it in the past because leopards don't change their spots. Exactly. Gab Talk Media, welcome. Let me tell you something, okay? I believe that this man cheated on B when they first got married. Oh, I think that he saw an opportunity in her. Because whenever a woman has more money than a man, I feel like he sees her as an opportunity. Like, hey, this woman has money. Let me get in on this situation. Let me see this out. Whenever, and it's so sad, but it's always the case. Now I see why Oprah never wanted to get married. I used to think there was something wrong with Oprah. Like, you've been with this man all these years. He's living in your home. You guys are together. Why not get married? Now that I'm older, especially now that I'm moving towards having some money of my own, I can see that Oprah was right to never marry Stedman. Oprah did the right thing. And a lot of you women, if you know that you don't want to have children with these men, you need to do the same thing. And make sure you have a solid prenup when you marry these men. It's like, B. Smith, does she not have any friends or family that can help her? Somebody made a video and she said the right thing. She said, does B. Smith not have any friends? Like, whenever I see women in these kinds of situations, the first thing I think of is, where are your friends? Where are your family? Now, I know people are going to come and say that I don't have friends, which I've openly admitted to saying myself I don't have friends, but I have 148 cousins. So I don't feel the need to have friends, because if I need to talk to anybody, I have 148 cousins to choose from to talk to. God forbid if I was in any sort of situation, like, my family loves me. They will fight for me. They are no nonsense when it comes to me. That's why I don't have any friends, because I don't feel like my friends could ever love me and stand by me the way that my family does. But most of you guys don't have 148 cousins, so it would behoove you to make some friends. Okay, everybody can't be as lucky as me. I don't understand why it's okay to have children by a woman and let her mother your child, but she's not good enough to marry. Your children should be more important than yourself. But a lot of these men, they don't understand that, and they're backward thinking. Guys, if B. Smith has brothers, where are they? Why haven't they said anything? Why haven't they rescued this woman? This is elder abuse. If B. Smith has friends, why haven't they said anything? Why haven't they rescued this woman? And you know what? B. Smith, before she had Alzheimer's, she had these beautiful locks and she was always well dressed. You notice that now her hair is cut off? In my personal opinion, I don't think B. Smith is the one who cut off her hair. I think that Dan Gasby, or maybe that Becky that he's running around town with, cut off that woman's hair. I do. I really, really do. Because I feel it's a way to take away from her beauty to make his bottom shelf Becky feel more comfortable about herself. And I've seen it. I've seen whenever black men try to praise black women, I've seen Becky's come out of the woodworks and be offended as if though it's not natural for the black man to be attracted to the black woman. Dan Gasby, you're sick. You're sick and you have nothing good coming your way. I really hope that B. Smith outlives the both of them. Because that Alex woman, trouble follows her wherever she goes. This is disgusting. Just listening to this story. When I get married in the future, no matter what happens to my husband, if he goes broke, if he becomes sick, if he becomes disabled, I will stand by him because I took vows. Does no one take the covenant of marriage seriously anymore? This is sick. I'm sorry, guys. I've been so upset just thinking about this. I'm going to end this video. We have to send our prayers for B. Smith. And if she has brothers, please, 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 somebody reach out to them and tell them to go and rescue this woman. If she has friends, somebody tell them to go rescue this woman. Dan called Paris a YouTube thought. What does he think Becky is for sleeping with him? Let me tell you something about Thirsty Dan, okay? Dusty Dan. Dusty Dan would give his left arm and left leg to be with a gorgeous goddess like Paris, all right? These men who try to call women thoughts and this and that, they will spend their last dollar trying to get their attention, trying to show that they have them on their arm. If Dan is trying to parade Alex around, can you imagine if he had a much younger woman, young enough to be his granddaughter, what he would do? A lot of these men, they gain validation from dating outside of their race or dating a younger woman. So let me tell you something right now. He's calling her a thought right now, but if he had a chance to be with a beautiful queen like Paris, he'd do it. But you'd never see any black woman doing what that Becky is doing right now. Because even we have to say, okay, wait, this is too much. Where are her friends? Where are B. Smith's friends? Where are her friends to help her? No one? Let me tell you something. This is exactly why I always say I don't have any friends. Because if you were in some sort of situation like this and nobody is speaking up for you or actively trying to help you and get you into a safe environment, you don't have any friends. Think about it right now. If you went to the hospital, who would really come visit you? Think about it right now. If you fell on hard times, who would give you a hand to help you up? This is why I always say I don't have any friends. People need to be careful who they call their friends, because the minute they find themselves in a pickle, these people aren't going to come and help them at all. I'm going to end this video. Thank you so much for watching. Send your prayers to B. Smith. I want you guys to click that link and to vote. A lot of people are like, oh, I voted last week, or I voted yesterday, or I voted the week before that. The website allows you to vote once a day, every day, until the beginning of March. I have 1,793 people who have viewed the page and only 300 votes. And I don't know how that's possible when I have 6,000 subscribers. So that means that somebody, even somebody right now, is watching this video and didn't go place their vote today. I just don't understand how that's possible. One of her close friends was Fred Rogers, but he passed. Somebody who is a close friend of this woman has to still be alive and well to help her. All her friends can't be dead. No, 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 no. I have voted every day. Thank you so much. Somebody has to be able to help this woman. Somebody has to be able to help this woman. Gab Talk Media just voted again. Thank you so much. When I get a chance, I'm going to make a video about marriage and how people just don't take it seriously nowadays. Like, I can understand now. I can understand now why some women don't get married and they don't have children. And they just say, you know what? I just want to be successful. I just want to focus on me. I just want to travel the world. I want to, invest in property. I get it now. I totally get why Oprah never married Stedman. I get it now. I vote every day. Thank you so much. I mean, really think about it. People get married and it's like if anything were to happen to you, where you were to become unattractive or disabled or something, would this person still love you? Like I said, whoever I marry in the future, I'm going to take my vows seriously. And he better take those vows just as seriously to me. Infidelity going on with this Dan Gasby. The abandonment going on with Dan Gasby. Ugh. Whoosh. Upawa figi salopla. Oh my gosh. I gotta go. I gotta go, guys. I really do. What Dan is doing is terrible. I can't. Just talking about this, just continuing to talk about this is making me upset. I was eating just now and I had to stop eating. Like my whole appetite is ruined, completely ruined. Ugh. Have a nice day, guys. Don't forget to place a vote. Click the link. Feel free to share it. Share it with a sister. Share it with a friend. Share it with that heifer you hate. Like Alex would always say. Give this video a thumbs up. I had 20 people watching, but only